When did music come into play? Because your family wasn't musical, right?
No, I'm the first one to ever really give this a go. Which I think, you know, for me, I got to Nashville because of golf. I played golf growing up competitively as a junior golfer, and then
you went to school on a golf scholarship.
I did, yeah,
right?
yeah. I got offered a scholarship to play here in Nashville at Lipscomb University. Last minute, I was committed to go to Middle Tennessee University. And last minute, the coach called and said, "Hey, we got some scholarship money we'd like to offer you." I'm like, "Heck yeah, I'm in. I'd love to play college golf." D1 school, and it got me to Nashville, close to the Bluebird, close to the Opry, close to Lower Broadway, which was my dream. And so I stayed competitive through college, ended up getting a full ride and playing golf. And I started chasing music, to answer your question, in high school when I started in a band when I was 15. And I remember that because it was funny. It's like, we got band practice. We can't get to each other. Mom, can you drive me? And then like one of our buddies that we always still joke, he's our manager because he was the first one that turned 16. He could come pick us all up
do the circle.
and take us to one of our dad's garages to practice in.
Were you doing country music then?
No, actually the other three band members, they were too cool for school back then. They hated country music. So, but they would give me one country song every show.
So you were the country guy.
Yeah, so they would give me one song, and then we would cover like, rock and kind of pop rock stuff and the rest of our show. But we played a lot of original music. So the songwriting came in very early on for me. I mean, we were kind of playing half originals that we had written together as a band and half cover songs. When
did you really go, okay, I'm going to get serious about it? Like, was there a crossroads where you thought, crossroads of going to golf or going into music?
I'd already made the decision, early on, in college, maybe even before college, but I try to stay good enough to keep my scholarship. But the goal was to get to Nashville, Tennessee, and write songs. And I was wanting to chase the dream of music even in high school. So getting to Nashville was one step closer to doing it for real. And but you still got to figure out how to make a living and pay rent.
Right.
And so I was cutting grass. After I graduated cutting grass, I was studying to go to med school, and I wanted to be a surgeon. If music didn't work out, maybe that was my passion. I just enjoyed biology, and you had to major in something, so that's what I did. I did biology and chemistry.
Not everybody can say that, by the way, so clearly a brainiac. I'm just going to put that out there.
I don't know about that. Just dumb and work hard. I graduate college. At that time, I'd figured out how to start getting paid to play frat parties and sorority events, and so I'm in college getting paid to go to other schools' frat parties, and it was the best job ever, and making good cash money too. And you fast forward, and like college kids start getting married, and then we started playing some wedding receptions, and it was making a great living just doing the cover band thing and trying to write songs. And at that point, it's like, wow, I'm literally able to sustain my life in Nashville, pay rent, and live, a great life just doing these shows, music full time, still having I had a job at an environmental lab here in Nashville as well during the day. But I got to a point where I'm like, why do I have that job?
Right,
Let's open our days up and start really trying to write more songs. And I did that, and doors started opening for me.